Holy crap, they showed the island mode for 2K25 in the PlayStation 5 State of Play. I went and stopped watching it so I could go make this video. Let's watch it, react, and then let's just break down the whole thing, because there's a lot of stuff in here. Some of our fears have been realized, but there's so much going on in this mode. I'm willing to put up with some of it. Anyway, so let's just watch this real quick. I'm going to mute myself so we can hear it.
Future of the WWE 2K franchise. Introducing The Island. With The Island, players enter an online environment filled with WWE-themed landmarks, quests, live events, and shops with up to 50 other players at a time. The Island also offers deep customization, giving players the chance to personalize their My Superstars like never before. As the first of its kind for the franchise, The Island is not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to The Island.
Holy crap, that is... Alright, now we gotta do the breakdown. I am blown away at how, like, the scale of it is. This is amazing. Alright, so let's just go through this really slow. And we're gonna pick out everything that we notice. There's Nike. So Nike is like a sponsor. That will probably be paid stuff. Available on... Wait, is it the Island mode not available on PS4? Online multiplayer requires PS Plus. PS Plus is an ongoing subscription, blah, 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 blah. I mean, look at this. This is freaking awesome. They got all this wrestling-themed... I have been wanting this since I was a little kid. Like a wrestling adventure game. Ever since I played WrestleMania 19 on the GameCube, this is what I've wanted from the Revenge mode. This is where I thought we were heading when they made the Revenge mode. I'm like, are we going to get a wrestling action adventure game? And they never did it. They went backwards instead of forwards. All right, so we get a good look at the created superstars. They kind of look the same, probably because it was easier and quicker to get it functioning in this new mode. We get a good look at one of the cool arenas in this mode. I'm guessing this is an online arena. Now, it doesn't state if it's online only. I'm hoping it's going to be like Xenoverse, where you can play offline or online. In Xenoverse, when you play offline, the world and in-game NPCs are walking around. But when you play online in an online lobby, it's the same lobby, but there's other characters and other players walking around so you can interact with them. That's freaking cool. My buddy and I, that I grew up with watching wrestling, have wanted this since we were little kids. We can finally just go shoot the shit, talking about wrestling and stuff. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Anyway, Becky and Seth's Devorium. So we get a Becky and Seth's clothing store. That's hilarious because they always have weird ass clothing. That's so cool, and it's got their logos. Oh, that's so awesome. I didn't notice that the first time. Is that Michael Jordan? We got Jordan stuff in here. So you got sneakers, and my fear has been squashed as far as like only having like real clothing, because they show other stuff in here, and then it goes so fast. What is that other one? Right there, Rhea Ripley's Ink and Piercings. This reminds me of Saints Row, the third game, Saints Row the Third, where it had like Let's Pretend and the Goth Store and all that stuff. It feels like kind of like that. And I know people are going to be like, no, it's more like what is it, GTA? Well, I don't really play GTA. The last one I played was on the PS2. So whatever, what is that? The one that took place in the 80s. Vice City? I think that was the last one I played. But this is freaking awesome. And then we got Truthware, so we got our Truth one. And then here's them running around in the world. And it looks like you have like an online rank. It's a lot like I said, kind of like Street Fighter and Xenoverse. So I'm right once again. And it looks like there's all these activities. They got cool like mini games, it looks like. I mean, this is what I've been wanting. I don't need another game probably for the rest of the year. I mean, this is so cool. Hall of Legends. This is freaking awesome. This is probably where your stats and stuff are going to be. Here's some other players walking around. That's so cool. New Day. That's who. And you got your generic look. Hopefully you can pick from a good selection. And they show some pretty cool creation parts here. Oh, let's go back here. Okay, cool. I mean, look at this. So yeah, it doesn't say... It has like an online thing here, right here. I don't know what this is. All these different icons and stuff. Man, this is so awesome. Then we got another look here. I mean, I'm going to spend hours in this mode, especially if you can play it offline, because if it's online only, that's going to suck. It looks like there's a lot of stuff you can unlock and open up throughout gameplay and everything. So hopefully it has to have an offline element. It can't all be online. Maybe there's some co-op to this. That would be freaking sweet, if you ask me. That would be really cool. Then we got our first look at the created superstars. It looks like it's the same. It doesn't look like they got upgraded, at least in this build. This could be an early build. And you see this little number here. This looks like it's the in-game currency, and it says right here, some content may require unlocking via gameplay or via purchase with in-game virtual currency. Virtual currency can be earned or purchased. So you don't have to buy the stuff. You can earn it with in-game currency. So that's good. But if you want to rush through it and you have supplemental or, you know, lots of income that you can just spend, I guess you could go that route too. But I'm glad that this is like earnable with in-game currency. So that's cool. But a lot of this stuff, it looks like this is like the single player stuff. It looks like the single player stuff is unlocked and then the new stuff is locked. It looks like they added a lot of new creation parts, which I am super freaking happy for. Okay, and then we got a look at some new pants, or bottoms, if you will. So yeah, they added a lot of new creation parts. That's pretty cool. Look at these new masks. Oh, I'm so happy about that. It's been years since they've added really good new masks. It just sucks that they're locked to this mode, probably. I'm sure you can unlock it in every mode, so we'll see. Or for offline. Then we got another look at Created Superstar. This kind of looks, like I said, it kind of looks like last gen. It kind of looks like the PS4 version, to be honest. Huh. Okay, so then we got look at some jackets here. I'm pretty stoked about the creation part stuff, that we're getting new stuff. I love Creation Suite. And then another look at another Created Superstar. Tattoos. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the stuff is from the last game. And then obviously a lot of new stuff. And here's the virtual currency. So it does look like some stuff is locked behind the virtual currency, but it said you can earn it by playing or buying it. Maybe they just, instead of having two separate ones, because wasn't there two separate ones? There was my faction points, and then there was virtual currency. Maybe you can unlock virtual currency by playing and completing challenges and stuff. I hope so, because if it's just the only way to unlock it by paying, that's gonna suck. And then this is freaking awesome. I'm probably going to use this for my main character, Strizer, especially if you can colorize it. If you can't colorize this stuff and you're charging for it, what are we doing? Like, you got to be able to change the color and all this stuff. I really like this body piece. This is really cool. All right, next up. Oh, we got a cool the goat mask. That's awesome. Like an actual goat mask. And then it shows him running around in different spots. Man, it's like this whole world to explore. And then look at this. Is that Mysterio? Yeah, it looks like Ray. I hope these arenas are available offline. This is something that 2K20 did, and I've been missing it ever since, is with the creative arenas. We had a Future Arena, we had a Hell Arena, we had a Wasteland Arena, we had a Swamp Arena, where like Bray Wyatt's Swamp. This is the stuff that I like in wrestling games because it's a game. If you want simulation or you want to see the real thing, they have the show. I get you guys want like an actual representation of the show, but you gotta have stuff for people that like the other stuff like me. So they're trying to cover all their bases, and I love this mode. This is cool. They still have My Rise, which I'm guessing after seeing this is gonna be just your straight wrestling stuff. So I don't think it's gonna be crazy like this. And then there's a cool robot arena, or like the arcade. That is so cool. Oh, I hope we can use some of this in created stuff. Some more created character parts. And then a cool look at the city here with the arcade. Asuka's mask there. Oh, cool. This looks like Asuka's area or something. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, because she's all over this. Like, oh, man. So, I originally said, watch each area be themed by a wrestler, and it looks like I was right. Look at the freaking Rey temple. That's so cool. Like Aztec. That's awesome. That's so cool. Oh, I am bummed about the virtual. Oh, wow. I wonder if you can do this. Like you get a space like this where you can put all your stuff. That'd be really cool too. Man, they really went all out for Rey. And then like another challenge for Rey, a portal. This is so awesome. Oh, and they got championships all over the place. And then the Undertaker, like a graveyard. Oh, man. Is that it? Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's awesome. And then another look at the city. And the third-person camera in full effect. I'm going to play the crap out of this mode. I am so hyped. Oh, man. I can't wait for this. Like, the 7th can't come fast enough. Anyway, thank you for watching. Sound with comments below. Are you hyped about this? I know there's virtual currency stuff that has to be bought, it looks like. But it did say you can earn it or just buy it. So it looks like they're lumping all the currency into one. I'm sure my faction points will still exist for my faction mode. But the fact that they got it all together in one here, unless there's like tribal points, because you see that little symbol before we end the video here. This looks like a new currency type. Or that means you unlock it in this mode. We'll have to find out what that means later. Anyway, I'm super hyped. Sound comments below. Thank you for watching. Oh, I'm happy as a clam right now. Stay frosty.